So what does 2022 look like? God has given us 3 things. And this was the verse he gave me. Commit your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. So if we continue to just keep committing what we're doing to him, and we keep doing what he tells us to do, we're not going to fail. We may trip, we may stumble, but we will not fail. So these are the 3 things he gave us for this year. Discipleship, outreach, and events. And if you look at those 3 things, they actually kind of ribbon together, because when you have discipleship, you have an event. When you have an outreach, you have an event. When you have discipleship, you have outreach. When you have outreach, you have a chance for discipleship. So all 3 of them, it's almost kind of like a good, double dutch. You kind of are juggling a couple of different things at the same time, but they all work together. And so that's what we're going to be doing for 2022. So the first one, discipleship. I am really excited because we have a lot of things that we're going to be setting up to teach some good discipleship, because I saw that picture and that's absolutely how it is. Don't take somebody else's word for it. Read it for yourself.
Amen.
So we're going to start getting more in the Word. Better halves. That went really well last year, so we're going to carry that over for this year. So if those that are wanting to be a part of the Better Halves, we have the sign-up sheet. Merging traffic. This one's a new one. And this one I am super excited about. Because we all live in the Bay Area, and we all know how well people merge, right? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Not always the greatest. Everybody's not always going the same speed. Everybody's not always going in the way that they should be going, right?
Yeah.
But when Jesus sent out his disciples, he sent them out in groups of what? 2. So if you're merging, as iron sharpens iron, you're merging together and you're growing together. So merging traffic discipleship is going to be men with men, women with women, but we're going to meet all together collectively once a month. And we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a topic of discussion. And then for that month, you're going to have your merging traffic. Sorry. Dry throat. You're going to have your person that you're going to connect with during the month. And you're going to have that accountability, that ironing, sharpening iron. That, hey, I have a question about the scripture that we talked about, emerging traffic. And you're going to work together that month. And then we're going to meet the next month and have another topic. And it's a great way for men to disciple with men, women to disciple with women, but we're all together collectively growing in the Word. We're merging together on the bridge of faith together, groups of 2. That's what it's about. It's not necessarily a weekly Bible study, because we will have those as well. But this is the merging traffic. So this is a perfect time where if you know somebody who's got more questions about the scripture, who's just learning, who's maybe just a baby Christian, who they're just coming in, this is a perfect place for them to come ask the questions. Sorry. Should have got my water. I haven't talked this much in a whole week, y'all. Jason's in like, man, it's been quiet at our house.
Did you say praise the Lord?
Yeah. So the merging traffic, if you're interested in being part of the merging traffic, that will be on a Saturday that we will be meeting. I'm going to try to make it earlier in the evening, but it will still have to be in the evening, just due to scheduling further around the church. The third one, our Bible studies. Those will be 6 weeks Bible studies, and they're not going to be exclusively for women. They're not going to be exclusively for men. They're going to be, again, open for everyone. And we have one that's going to be starting February 8th, and it'll be 6 weeks. And it's going to be, this one will be on the book of Esther, and it'll be a Tuesday night Bible study. So there's that sign-up sheet as well. That's the closest way to a midweek service that I could come up with, was doing the Bible study. So that's the Bible studies that we'll be doing. So we have merging traffic, which is different than Bible studies, but all of them are the whole point of getting in the Word, learning it for yourself. The Chosen. There's a season 2. So we will be watching season 2 during the summer. And if you thought season 1 was good, season 2 is unprecedented. It is amazing. The things that we get to begin to watch now, how they all work together, which is merging traffic. We will continue to have the prayer walks, and we will continue to have the Friday morning prayer time here at the church. So those will be continuing, and I hope to add more during the week of having more prayer walks and more prayer times. But that's discipleship. That is us learning to grow in our walk with Christ. Which leads us to, once we're growing, outreaching. The first thing that we're doing is community cleaning Sundays. This was a really kind of a neat opportunity that presented itself with a Hayward City Councilman, Francisco Zermenio. He was actually my Spanish teacher at Chabot. Yeah. Okay. So Francisco Zermenio, he is always out on the weekends cleaning up the city, literally picking up garbage. And he started getting teams together. And I saw him doing that, and I thought, well, that's an easy way for our church to get out in the community. So once a month, we're going to have breakfast here at the church at 9 a.m. on a Sunday. After breakfast, those who want to participate, we're all going to go out. He's going to provide everything we need, and he's going to give us the area, and we're going to go and pick up garbage. That's why I'm ordering the t-shirts, so we can wear our t-shirts to show the Bridge of Faith, we're out here in the community. That gives us an opportunity to connect with our community and be out and about. When I put this out there to Tennyson, they were extremely excited about it because this is a perfect opportunity for their students who need community service. So here's a way for us to connect with students, showing them what we're doing, what we're about, showing them, hey, the church is not just an inside church, we're an outside church. So that one we will be doing, that's a sign-up sheet as well. But if you notice on the calendars, it'll be the last Sunday of every month. Easter egg hunt. It's coming back. I don't know how it's going to look, but it's coming back. Homeless bags. The Christmas, that was an amazing opportunity. I don't want to do it just at Christmas. I would love to do another one come maybe sometime in the summer, because everybody remembers everybody at Christmas. But what about them come March, come May, come July? So we'll be doing those throughout the year. The community garden and the Tennyson High School connection. Loa is extremely excited. She finally was able to have a district meeting with the school district about the garden, and they're getting better financing so we can help out with that as well. Flea markets. I'm super excited about that because it just opens us up for the community, for people to come onto the grounds and be like, oh, there's a church here. What's going on? And it's a perfect opportunity for us to reach them. Teen Challenge. There's a couple that she's the one who spoke when they came. She just recently got married to one of the guys from the Oakland Men's Center. And they're this dynamic couple who they're getting ready to start ministry, and they're looking for places to go. Teen Challenge has showed them how to do ministry, and they want to come and they want to visit. I want to be able to have opportunities where as they come and visit, and as they're coming out of Teen Challenge, they know that this is a place that they can go, and they can land, and there's no judgment, and they can figure life out outside of being in Teen Challenge. Fall Fest. Perfect opportunity to provide a safe, godly alternative to Halloween. A place for us to give them something a little more wholesome than what the world has to offer. So Fall Fest will be happening. And then we have a conference on the schedule this year. I'm not going to get into the details right now, but we will have a 3-day conference that will be at this church that will be hosted by the Bridge of Faith. So that's exciting. That'll be in the fall. Events. Because we all love a good potluck and a pancake breakfast. So those will stay in effect. And then we will have other special events. We were going to have the ladies' tea, but with all the restrictions and things that are happening with the church, we've decided to go ahead and postpone that for now, and we'll reevaluate in a couple months. Easter. That's the perfect time. Everybody knows a CEO. The people who go to church on Christmas, Easter, and other major holidays. Here's our opportunity to totally grab all CEOs and bring them in. Those people who've been sitting on the fringe, who've been wondering and thinking, Easter's the perfect time for that. So's Mother's Day. So's Father's Day. So's Memorial Day when we do outreaches. So's Thanksgiving, and so are Christmas. Those are the perfect times that we can totally capitalize on the people who are kind of out there looking, kind of out there fishing. A lot of people right now are living in a life of fear and quandary with everything that's happening with this. Another strain, another this. We have the answer. We know who our source is. We know who our protector is. This is our time as the church to shine. This is our time to be the salt, to be the light, to go out in our community and say, look, we're not going to live in fear. We're going to live in confidence knowing who our Christ is. He is my salvation. He is my solid rock. He is my shield. He is my banner. He is my healer. And that's who we're going to follow, and that's what we're going to be doing in 2022. So these are the 3 things we're going to focus on. Real simple. We're not going to overextend, but we're going to walk in our purpose. We're going to walk in our calling. We're going to walk in our giftings. So whatever your gifting is, if it's not on this table, come and tell me. We'll find a place for it. We have spots available for the generosity table for setting up in the mornings. We also have our first impressions. That's for anybody who wants to come early and help clean. At this point, it's been Dorothy, unless Dorothy can't get in, and then it's Jason. Like this morning. She knocked, we didn't hear it over the sound of the vacuum.
I didn't hear no noise here, and then there was not. I sat out until 8:30, and I went to the store, and I came back, still. So I went on again, yeah.
So we have opportunities. So we have the community cleaning days. And if you don't want to go out and pick up, that's totally fine. There are people we're going to need on those Sundays to help prepare breakfast and to help clean up. So there's that. The first impressions for anybody who wants to come and help clean, keep the church clean, generosity. We have the better halves, we have the emerging traffic, and we have the Tuesday Bible studies. Those are what's happening right now. So sign up, be a part. If none of those work for you and you have something that you want to do, like I said, come and talk to me. Let's make everybody here fit their part of the body. Everybody has a body part. Everybody has a part that they have to play. So that's what we're going to do. Because this is the verse for our year. It's Isaiah 43, 18 through 19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland. That's what he's doing this year. It's going to be a new thing. It's not going to look like anything that's been done before. We're going to build new roads. We're going to build new bridges. We're going to break new ground. And it says streams in the wasteland. And when you picture that, you picture the arid, dry ground where it's cracked and it's so dry and just so parched. You know what it looks like when the streams go on it? Man, it almost looks like a muddy mess at first because the ground can't take it all in at first, and it seems, oh my gosh, so much. But then once it settles in and it soaks it in, it becomes this beautiful, lush garden. And that's what 2022 is going to be. When the Spirit shows up and he just floods us, we may get messy. He's going to deal with things in our lives, and he's going to bring things up that we're going to have to deal with. And it may look messy. But when he just keeps pouring out his Spirit and just keeps pouring out with his presence in our lives, and his glory just keeps flowing, man, he's going to wash it all away, and we're going to become clean and new. And that's how I want us to be. Just shiny and new, that we can go out. Stay salty. Amanda told me that this week. Stay salty. Because it says, what is salt that loses its saltiness? What is it good for? Nothing but to be thrown out and trampled on by men. Stay salty. So